So first of
I'm
all,
just kidding.
thank you. Thanks for being here, guys. I know it's Saturday morning and we all have a lot to do. So I want to thank you guys for being here, but we're thrilled. We're thrilled you're here. Tanya and I have been talking about this for a couple months now. And so it's like, okay, let's get your experience, have you kind of get to know a little bit about it and then share this with others. It's something that I did not realize I would fall in love with it as much as I have, as well as several other people. And Tanya had a 5-day experience. And so it was a rather quick experience. I do have her pictures. So I'm going to show a couple of her pictures in just a minute. But Tanya, do you want to kind of tell a little bit about your experience and why you were interested?
Yeah, I mean, I'd heard obviously a lot that collagen is really good for the body, and not only just for beauty, but for like joints and everything else. So I decided to give it a try. Actually, the first time I tried it was when I was at your house for Brad's birthday, and you gave me that one little bottle, and I was like, wow, that's tasty. But no, so I tried it for the 5 days, and honestly, I didn't think I saw any differences. You know, I told Stephanie that here's my pictures, but there's really nothing. Because obviously I didn't look at them side by side. I said, but I wish I had taken a picture of my hands, because I think I noticed a big difference in my hands. And my hair, which has always been extremely healthy, was like super soft and super, shiny as normal. Oh, thanks. Yeah, really don't want to be seeing that. But so when she sent me over the pictures of the side by side, I noticed that actually some of my dark spots had disappeared. So I was surprised that was just 5 days.
Yeah, and that's the crazy thing about it. I'll flip through here and you guys can kind of look at it, and then we'll talk about a few different people's situations of what they've experienced. But that's what we've experienced, is like people do notice, either feel or see a difference within a short time period. Tanya was doing 2 bottles per day, so it was actually a 10 bottle situation, but I like people to do 2 bottles. Especially when there's a small amount. And so you can really kind of see the differences in a big loading dose, but I'll explain why all of that happens. But those were Tanya's pictures, so I wanted to share those with you guys. So thank you, Tanya. Thank you for that.
And again, that was just 5 days.
She looks so angry.
Sad, Tanya.
All right.
Another reason why I don't want to share photos like that. I do. I have that mouth that frowns down when I'm not smiling or whatever, and I always look angry when I'm just.
Even your eyes are like, you're like eye piercing through something.
Well, do you remember that one photo way back when at your parents' house where I'm in the background and I just look like the most evil person in the world?
Well, now we know what Tanya's mugshots would look like.
Right.
Thanks.
She's like, you don't need to take them. I already have them. Let me just forward these to you. Before and after pictures are never thrilling, especially the before. Nobody likes the before. And the camera, of course, picks up on different things than what we see when we look at ourselves and we look at people. So thank you, Tanya. Thank you for sharing those. But yeah, I noticed quite a few things, and it is beautiful, because 5 days to just show those differences in the dark spots and the eyes. I even see a difference in your scar. So there was some different things, but a lot of people
my scar, my battle wound.
Yes, the battle wound. But hair is a big one. And that was a lot of reason why a lot of people came to us immediately in January, because last year was a really tough year for people with their hair, and their hair kept breaking and falling out. So there were several people trying to fix that. And then I heard from a lot of people on their hands. They're like, their hands look 20 years older than they are. But we'll talk about all of that. But what I'm really curious to know is, have any of you used collagen? Do you know much about it? Do you know a lot about it?
Not really.
Nothing.
I think your full spiel is probably going to be the best, especially with the other ones that we're going to be recording this for and sending it to, because I don't think I know much either.
Okay. All right, great. Well, I had to learn a lot about it before, because all I knew before was that we should have it. And that's about all I knew. And I knew a few other companies who have had it and people were having results, but that's all I knew. Now that we've been diving into it so much more, we're learning a lot more about it. But basically collagen is our glue. So I do have a little bit of a presentation. I'll share this with you guys. And just to kind of let you guys know, it's not a fly-by-night situation where we had a ton of hype in the beginning, which most companies do. It's continued. We're on our month 4, and we've sold over $10 million, and we're now increasing the amount that we're selling each month. So that's a great, great, great sign for us as a business to see those numbers just continue to increase in larger amounts every month. So that's fun. Hold on, let me get there we go. So this collagen in particular is a little bit different. There's different forms of collagen that are out there. There's liquid, there's powder, there's liquid in big plastic bottles. What we chose to do is a small little bottle and liquid. And we did that based on 200 different scientists and 50 different doctors all contributing their research. So this took 10 years. We didn't rush it. We really put a lot of effort and time and energy to put it out there. We're actually late to the game. And Isagenix with their products is never late to the game. We're usually at the forefront, and we were late to the game, but we're like, that's okay. We're doing it right. We're going to make a huge difference. We'll disrupt stuff. So we didn't care, but kind of go over this, and then we'll really talk about particulars with you guys, just to let you know a little bit about collagen. It is the glue in our body. So like Tanya said, it's not just good for how we look, but it's good for our bodies and how we feel. And Sherry, I have some bruising pictures. That's actually one of the pictures that I show is a bruise and what it does for people. But studies are showing that as we age, and it starts at 25, we begin to lose our collagen. And we all have friends, if not ourselves, who were like, I can eat and do anything. I was an athlete. Back in the day, my body's great. And then when they get to like 25 and 30, they start to hurt and they start to have some discomforts. And, you know, that's due to a lot of different situations, but collagen is one of them. And so collagen it's just not a source that we can get from other foods. We really have to have it in a supplement. So we have noticed a huge difference with how people feel. So there's definitely things about how we look, but it's how we feel as well. I have a girlfriend in particular who, ever since the pandemic started, she owns 2 businesses, and she sits in her chair for 14 to 18 hours a day. And then she goes to bed. She works out in between, but that's it. That's all she's doing. And she'll get out of her chair, and you can just see, you know, she's the same age that we are. And she gets out of her chair, and you can just see the pain that she's in. And ever since she started this, within about 2 weeks, she's like, look, I can just get up and move around. But I noticed it. I had a little bit of discomfort in my feet, elbow, and hands. And every once in a while, it'll pop up a little bit. But on a daily, regular basis, I just don't feel anything anymore, and I can move around like I used to. So that has been absolutely fantastic. But of course, we see it as well. And so we're seeing it, a few places that people really see it are the neck. We're hydrating the skin. So as we age, our skin gets thinner and it gets more wrinkly because the skin doesn't tighten, right? So it's loose and it's thinner. And so you can see the wrinkles a lot more. And so the neck, the hands, the eyes are all definitely places that show age. This is bringing that back. And I have a few pictures to show. I change the pictures all the time because there's so many. But hair, nails, and skin, you can see with my hair, it's got a sheen. And so with my hairdresser actually taught me a little bit more about this, who she does sell it now, but she did it when we talked about it. And she's like, that's the marine sheen. When you look out at the ocean and you see the sparkles in the ocean, that's the marine, and that's from the fish, the sand, and the seashells. And you're drinking marine collagen. So it comes from cod, paddock and hollow fish. It's the scales, and you're putting that into your body. So that's how we create this sheen in our hair, but it's also creating that elasticity and the strength. Like before, I could never push my fingers through my hair and not walk away with a clump. Now I have one piece. So you get the sheen, and it's not falling out, it's not breaking. I don't know if anyone has any issues with getting hair in their brush and in the shower. That used to be a big problem for us, and it was me because Brad shaves. So it was all me. Now we don't have that anymore. So a little bit about what else we put in here. And all of this was done on purpose, and that's why it took so long to make. But we put extra things in. So it's not strictly just collagen. There's also vitamin C and zinc. And the reason why we put those in, vitamin C, if you're already taking vitamin C, you'll already see differences faster. But the vitamin C and zinc help our body to receive it better, but then also to begin the process of growing our own collagen. So not only will you be pouring this into your body, but you're also going to begin that growth again. That hasn't happened. A growth hasn't happened for many years. We added biotin because we knew people wanted more for the hair, nails, and skin. So it provides that strength. And then we added the Ancient Beauty Blend, which is aloe vera, chamomile, and osceola berry and goji berry. So all of those were designed on purpose to allow the body to receive it fast, but then also to grow its own and to create more strength in all of those different areas. I don't know if you guys are real familiar with Isagenix and our foods, but we never, ever include any kind of artificial flavors, sugars, sweeteners, gluten, soy, anything like that. We are always very, very, very low on our sugar, and any sugar is a natural form. And this case comes from apple juice, so that you get that taste. It's more like a grape, but it actually is an apple juice.
Wow, I thought it tasted more like blueberry.
You thought blueberry? Nobody said blueberry.
I was thinking either acai or blueberry is what I tasted.
Awesome. Cool. I taste grape. I've had some people taste the apple, and but you're the first one to say blueberry. All great. But isn't it great though, Tanya, when you drink that? Don't you feel like hydrated?
It's awesome.
It's like a little tiny shot. And as soon as you drink it, you feel energy. It does give energy, by the way, and there's no caffeine. That's not what it is. It's just exactly what I shared with you. But it gives that energy. It makes the body feel energized, and then it creates this hydration. And then of course you're beginning to build the collagen. What I have learned with collagen though, is like every other one of our foods that we represent, your body will soak up what it needs, and then any excess will go out to the other areas. So in this case with collagen, if your body needs extra with the joints and ligaments, your body's going to soak that up first, and then all the extra is going to go to the outer extremities, your nail, hair, and skin. So just kind of know that. So you may feel it first, you may see it first, all just depending. And vitamin C is a big, big proponent in that. If you're already taking vitamin C, then you'll probably notice a difference in the look really quickly because your body received it fast. So none of you have ever used a collagen before, is that correct? Okay, so I'll just share a little bit of the differences. So we chose a small little bottle, an individual bottle. We keep it simple: twist, sip, and recycle. So you just twist it, drink it. And if you want to chill it, great. You don't have to, but you certainly can. And drink the whole thing in one shot. It's like a little e-shot, if you've ever had one of our e-shots, about that amount. We do that because it's pure. There's no preservatives or additives in here. And so as soon as the air hits it or the light hits it, it can oxidize. So when you have a big bottle in bulk, it's going to begin to oxidize over time, and you just won't get the same potency. So we chose to do a very simple little single bottle, and just to be so you know a little bit more about Isagenix, we're very, very, very careful about the earth. We actually own 5 different charities, and one of them is a foundation strictly on our footprint. So everything we do is either combustible or recyclable or or in a way where we're not going to contribute to the landfills. So all of that is a very large concern of ours. But we chose type 1. And type 1, we chose that because it's more of a marine. Here, I'll get it off of this slideshow real fast. It's a marine collagen, so that we're receiving the fish versus chicken, bovine, or pork. One, we have a lot of vegetarians in the world, but that's not why we chose that, but that is true. And they won't even touch this. And some vegetarians won't even do marine life either, but there's a lot more of a category for who are willing to do fish versus the chicken and pork. But it represents the fish represent more of our cell bases. So again, our bodies receive it faster. So those are the reasons we chose that. Now we do have type 2, because people will ask you, is it type 1, type 2? There's actually 5 types, but type 3, 4, and 5 are very minuscule. So you'll never see anyone promoting those 3 types. It's either type 1 or type 2. And type 1 is a big overcompass of everything: hair, nails, skin, joints, ligaments. Type 2 is a little bit more of your joints and ligaments. So all just depending what you're really focused on of where you want to make the differences. We do have other products. Our bone broth and our repair are type 2. So they're much more focused on the joints, ligaments, and muscles, where this is much more of an overall caption of everything. They also chose to get their fish from the Scandinavian waters. And the reason for that is they're the cleanest waters. They care for their environment more than a lot of the countries. And they just put more effort into having everything be more clean. So we built a manufacturing plant right on the water so that we would not have to ship any of the ingredients elsewhere. We make the bottles in Taiwan because they're the most cleanest place. That's not what I wanted to say, but they are extremely the number 1 place as far as our technology of how to produce the bottles and package like that. So Taiwan is where the bottles are produced, but all the ingredients come from the Scandinavian waters, and the collagen is collected immediately in 0.15 seconds. So with a lot of other companies, the collagen is being shipped and then produced, bottled, and then shipped out to the customer. So everything is snapped fast and into your pocket. So that's why we see those changes happening in people like Tanya had within that 5-day period. So all of that matters. It all makes a huge, huge difference. So that's a little bit about collagen, kind of what makes us different. I'm going to show some pictures, but are any of you guys, for one, does anyone have any questions? But is there something in particular? What happened to my pictures? Oh, I got Tanya, but where are the others?
You've seen me. We don't need to see me anymore.
I know. Well, let's just get off of this slideshow. Oh, okay. Aw, bummer. Okay,
Uh-oh. Well, maybe.
I'll figure it out. Give me 1 second. Does anyone have anything in particular that you guys are working on or concerned of? I do have a bruise picture, so I'll be sharing that.
I know Mom was concerned with her hair. So,
Yeah.
Mom, did you have a question?
No, if it works on my hair, that's really what I care about.
Yay. Yeah. And here we go. I've got a different one. I have quite a few. I'm always mixing my pictures up around, but I have pictures of my hair, and I actually took my pictures I did a 15-day and a 30-day. And if they're not up on this slideshow, I'll share those with Tanya. I was amazed. And I never even thought about taking the back of my hair to show my hair like that, but for some reason I did. And I couldn't believe the differences that happened in the back of my hair. So we've heard that from a lot of people. All right, anyone else have something in particular, or I'll just go through the pictures and it's up to you if you want to say or not. I just want to make sure I cover any concerns. All right, so this is my girlfriend, Connie. So I love to use pictures of people that I know. That for me is more important than just showing a bunch of pictures. I want to show people that I've made a difference with and so on. So hers aren't the best. They're not the model perfect pictures, but that's not the point. But if you look at her arm, so the arm on the left, and this was a 30-day, 2 bottles per day, 30 days. The arm on the left is what we call crepey skin, where again, it gets more dehydrated, it's not toned, and she's a ballet dancer. So she's very healthy and fit and thin, but still age plays a part in everything. And so you can see the crepey skin and then the non-crepey skin. So she has continued, and she was one that was really concerned about price. She's on a fixed budget. She's like, but I need it and I want it. And then she's had these results. And so she hasn't changed anything yet. But if you look at her face, you can see quite a few differences there. Again, with the darker spots that we all receive, the neck, the chin. Here's a few others. Let me get in presentation mode. All right, and then in the middle is Johnny. So if you want to talk about hair, this is another friend. Johnny sent me pictures on day 6, 11, and day 30. And they were all pretty much about the same. All we noticed was the difference between day 6 and day 30 with him was the thickness. So his length started to come in and it really started to pour over, but then it started to get thick. You can see how you just can't see through. I need to get some updated pictures of him and see where he's now. But we are hearing that and seeing that with people. I work with a lot of patients that have gone through radiation and chemo, and it's been really hard for them to grow their hair afterwards, whether it's eyelashes, eyebrows, hair, and they're starting to see that come in where before they had patches or it just wasn't there. And it's hard. It's really hard on people in situations like that. It messes with their mind. So absolutely thrilling that we're doing that for people. In some of the other pictures, you might notice the whiteness in their eyes, the dark spots, the eyebrows, the eyelashes, scars. We do talk about scars a lot. I did not take a picture of mine, and I wish I would have. I have a 2-inch scar on my knee. That's going away. And I've had this scar since I was 7. So I'm pretty excited about that. Here's the one with the bruising. That's just a typical situation. As we begin to age, our skin gets thinner. And I remember this with my grandma. She was always fearful of somebody like my children bumping into her because she would bleed. I was with a girlfriend last weekend, and out of the blue, her arm, and she's 62, but her arm just started to bleed out of nowhere, no reasoning, and it didn't stop. And so that's where we can really make that difference. But you can see the difference with the neck, hands, eyelashes, the veins in our faces and necks. And that's of course throughout the body. I mean, some of these are just amazing as to what they're doing, but the youthful appearance, Cindy over here on the right, I believe Cindy is 65, and it just look at the amount of years that have been taken off of her face. And that was day 30 for her. All right, so those are a couple different pictures. Pretty cool, right? Does anyone have any questions? I'm going to talk a little bit more about how to get it, but anyone have any questions or anything that you're working with? Or
No, as I said, I was surprised because like I told you, I didn't think I noticed any difference in my face. And then you showed me the picture side by side and the dark spots. I was like, whoa,
yeah,
that was 5 days.
5 days. We get used to how we look, and we even get used to the good stuff. So when it changes, we get used to that too. So that's why we push pictures like crazy, because we don't see our differences. We don't see our changes. Someone else may or may not see it, but when you do the pictures side by side, that's when you'll really notice. Now you'll notice how you feel, but then you get used to how you feel as well. So we do have to show these in different ways.
And I still remember the pictures of you and Brad that you posted up. I was like, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me see if so I can show you my hair pictures.
And then if you got the Brad too, his eyes.
Yeah. It's, and for him, it was hydration. Oh yeah, here's Brad's. Let me get that for you. Oh, let me get that in a different way. It's on top of my presentation. I'll show it to you in a better way. But yeah, there's Brad. And that
Oops.
was strictly hydration. And I think for him, that was about day 15. But he needed that hydration. And so that hydration came in on his head, because his head would always get flaky. He's bald, he has no hair. And then of course you can see it around the eyes and all up above there. His beard is so soft right now. It's not that wiry gray that happens. It is nice and soft. It's lovely. All right, let me see if I have my hair. Oh, I don't have my side by side in here. I'll send that. Here's my face, but I do have a side by side of my hair too. But that was 30 days in, and now I'm about 105 days. So I need to do some new pictures, but makeup has never been so easy. And I know that you guys aren't big makeup, and I don't wear a lot of makeup myself, but when I do put makeup on, I barely put any on. So it's almost like not wearing it when I do at this point, but it's just a quick little brush everywhere and it stays on. It's very, very, very little. I have people who used to wear a ton of makeup, not wearing makeup anymore, because the skin tone just gets even. You get the same coloring everywhere. We're getting rid of the redness. Oh, I can say this with you guys, even though we are recording. But you know how in the past, I would get very red, whether it was working out or drinking. I don't get that red anymore. And I don't quite understand that one. I cannot scientifically explain that. Although my body is just not internally inflamed. But whether it's working out or a cocktail, I don't instantly get red, which is great. It's great.
Does it do anything for sweating? Just kidding.
No.
You all know me.
And we do live in Phoenix, so you know, you may not have that problem anymore. Give yourself 2 months.
I don't have the drinking or work.
Say that again, Taco.
Oh yeah.
I said I don't have the drinking or
Or the
Working out.
workout. Well, then maybe you'll just feel it in different places. But yeah, I was kind of shocked when because I when you do workout pictures and immediately afterwards with a group and just be beet red, and that's just how it was for me, and I knew that. And then I did one probably about a month ago, and I wasn't like the other people in the group, but it wasn't beet red. Like, this is great. So just different signs all over the place. But yeah, what kind of comments, questions do you guys have? I can share how to get it. But any questions, any concerns? We always offer a guarantee, just so you know that. Isagenix is we really truly believe we want everyone to try it. It may or may not be for everybody, but we want everyone to experience. So we always put a guarantee on our products. If you don't like it, you always have 30 days to return it and get your money back, and they don't ask any questions. So that is always available. We try to go with the lower price. When we compare ourselves definitely to other network marketing companies or other companies with similar quality, we are always a little bit below. And then of course we offer free ways for people to receive their products. So just so you guys know, if you are interested, Tanya gets credit. So then she can start to receive her collagen for free. But she wanted to share this with you because we have fallen in love with it. It's been really, really quite amazing and life-changing. You guys have any questions or concerns about anything?
I don't think I have any questions. I think I'm good.
No.
I'm here for support for Tanya.
Thank you so much.
You look like Popeye though. Your arms look huge.
He does.
Sorry.
worse.
You should be proud. It's like, woo.
Great. All right, Sherry, do you have any other questions?
No,
All right, cool. Good. Well, I'll just share this with you just so you guys know how to receive it. Let me go back to the presentation, get off of there.
Tanya,
Yeah,
you have my credit card, right?
well, she'll go over that information. Yeah, I have it.
Okay.
Yeah, and we make that a very simple process. So there are discounts. Of course, you know, we all love our Costco and for many different reasons, but Costco has allowed us to all think in bulk. And so we do the same thing. When you purchase 6 or more of any of our items, you always get a larger discount. But we wanted people to have that 2 bottle a day experience. So they do a very, very, very large discount when you do 6 or more boxes. We call it our 60 pack. So you can do 2 bottles per day, or just kind of load up and have maybe 10 days of 2 doses and then a bottle a month, a bottle a day, however you prefer to do it. It's really up to you. I offer a lot of coaching and a lot of different tips. So we're here to support you. We don't just sell a product. We're really here hand in hand to help people through the whole process. But at the 60 pack, you basically buy an extra box and get 1 free. So above and beyond our 4 pack, you're going to save $40. Our boxes come 10 bottles per box and they're $40. When you buy a 4 pack, you get a small discount. When you get the 60 pack, you get a larger discount. And then if you do tell the company, let's go ahead and plan on shipping me something, whatever it may be. But with our auto ship program, you save an additional 5%. So the prices that we're showing are based on those discounts. And that's how it works. And the rest is all if you decide to share it with other people, what you can receive by doing that. But it's great. Right now, our shipping time has reduced and we're about 3 to 7 days. I'm so excited about that because we were at 3 weeks and now we're down to 3 to 7 days, which is typically we ship out within 1 to 3 days. So we're getting close to our regular shipping time. So we can have it to you as soon as you want it. And I'm just here. Any questions that you guys have, anything you want, if you want more pictures or different pieces of information, we have scientific videos and we have fun videos, but we're just here to share the word. And I appreciate it because this is the best way for you guys to help me share the word is just by sharing it with other people and telling them. And whoever is interested, and that's beautiful. And if they're not, it's perfectly fine. But this is how we get the word out. So I appreciate you guys being here.
Stephanie, how much is shipping?
For a 6 pack is about $15. A 4 pack is about $11.
Can you be a Prime member and get it for free shipping? I'm just kidding.
Well, we have that, yes. we have three different ways of receiving free shipping. So one, if you have a certain pack, they just brought this out, you get free shipping for life. Actually, we have 5 ways of getting free shipping. And then our Isabody challenge gives $200 every quarter. So if you are purchasing from us, you can join our Isabody. It doesn't matter what you purchase, but after 4 months of doing the Isabody with us, which is saying, yes, I want to join Isabody and sending in pictures, that's it. You get $200 in credit every quarter. And our ISA delivery program, which is free shipping for a year, is $119. So we take that $120, put it towards free shipping, and then you get to spend the $80 on anything else and continue on with Isabody. So there's a couple other ways we have free shipping, but we do have that. Gotta compete with the rest of the world, right?
I don't have anything else.
All right, awesome. I'm gonna stop recording. For those of you that are watching it on recording, thank you. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. And if you ever
Yes,
have
thank you.
questions, let us know.
Thanks, Stephanie.